Here in Miami, Lone Depot Park. Labor Day baseball coming up on the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Miami Marlins. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. And singing the big bat in the lineup so far this year, Juan Soto. Always exciting to see him in action. And it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. I mean, this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
Standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Alan McAllister.
Second baseman, Alan McAllister.
And a pitch. Killian, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a cutter, a four-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. Line drive and foul ball. And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-2. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. In plenty of time to first. One up, one down.
Batting second, the shortstop,
McAllister, 24 years old, and he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games.
Come on now, get your pitch up there.
There's a strike. That one finds the zone. 0-2.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And that gets down into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Jeremy Pena will hit next. One out and a runner at second. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
And a base hit. McAllister around third. Fires it to the plate. It's off the mark and he scores. It's 6-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game. But
Will Godfrey, the next to hit.
Now batting, the left fielder, Will Godfrey.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Grounder might be 2. There's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details. And
bottom 4, and now for the Marlins, Alan McAllister. Bueller back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
you know, these Marlins putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
0-2 now. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Wong down to first with it. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Matt Horvath. Two down, nobody on. Up the middle, McAllister sends it to first, and that'll do it. 2 homers in the inning lead to 3 runs. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Marlins 6 and the Orioles 3. So the batting order turns over, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman Alan McAllister. 1 for 3. High fly ball out towards left field. Godfrey ranging back. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. The 0-1. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Swings and misses. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
You know, part of the key to making that back foot slider so effective as a strikeout pitch is being in an advantage count as a pitcher. You really put that hitter at the plate on the defense when you get ahead 0-2. So a tight slider that bores in on you, it looks like.
Back here in Miami, we go to the 8th and into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Ground ball right side. Tosses to first, and a quick out number 1.
The batter, the center fielder, Chaz McCormick.
And next for the Orioles, Chaz McCormick. Boyd, in his rookie season, he features a 2-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. He doesn't have a play, and they come away without an out.
Now batting, third baseman, Jordan.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 11 runners on base. For the Orioles, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 10 runners on base.
Alan McAllister, the next up for the Marlins.
The second baseman, Alan McAllister.
Come on, kid, get on for us. Here we go.
And that's outside. 1-0. And a swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the ground right side. Oh, great stop. And they get the out.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself, waves the pitcher off, and continues to run into the dugout.
And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Gathers and throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Now batting, second baseman, Alan McAllister.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. One run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third. Out there to center. McCormick has it sized up. And that's the third out. One run, a pair of hits, no errors, and one left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Orioles 3 and the Marlins 1. Taron Vavra, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Taron Vavra.
Hey, nobody away.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. McAllister tossed to second. How about that double play?
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Alan McAllister.
Hey, have a rip like you can. Here you go.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throws to first in time.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Man at first with one gone. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg.
Let's make a play here.
The 1-1. On the ground, could be 2. Pena. Off balance speed, there's 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. Offense held in check there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Orioles 7 and the Marlins 1. So first and second with 2 outs. And at the plate for Miami, Alan McAllister. First pitch misses.
Hey, have a rip, kid. Here you go.
Here's a strike. Kicks and deals. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right here, 1 time.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Marlins strand a pair. They're down 7-1. McAllister with a less than great game in the loss.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more. They took the loss, and he might have dragged him down a little bit.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles, 7 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 8 runners on base. For the Marlins, 3 runs on 8 hits. 1 error. They left 7 runners on base.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Alan McAllister.
Second baseman, Alan McAllister.
Wait for your pitch up there.
On the run, throw to first. They get the out, and that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Marlins 1 and the Orioles nothing.
The batter, number 9.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Hey, no one better. Let's go, kid.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2. Hey, here we go.
Out towards left center. McCormick has it sized up. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
The batter, number 6. Designated hitter.
And here comes Tommy Edman.
Hey, we got 2 down now. 2 down.
Edman.
Plays it first.
Bounced up the middle. They take the force out, and that is that. And the Orioles leave 1. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now it's the second baseman, Alan McAllister.
Alan McAllister.
Hey, here we go. Come on now. One time.
The wind and the pitch. In the air, left field. Sizes this one up. Brings it in. And there's 1 down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was...
Alan McAllister, the next up for the Marlins.
Come on, here we go.
Right through there for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The 0-1. And fouled off. Pena over at second. Soto on at first with 2 down.
Hey, let it rip one time.
Bounce to the left side. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Marlins 4 and the Orioles 3.
Yeah, right here.
One down. Stepping in, Jordan Westburg.
Now batting, third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And he grounds one to the right side. Throws to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
With the save, and that will go down as save number 300 for him. Steadily moving up the all-time list.
Truly rarefied air you're in once you cross that 300 mark. He's one of the most trusted closers in the game and has been for a very long time.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins. 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base.